The average house price in the UK has hit £250,000 for the first time. That's according to the Office for National Statistics. The property website Rightmove says that asking prices are up nearly 7% and more loans are being given to first-time buyers. So the housing market looks to be in good health again. But can anything throw it off track? He needs no introduction. I'm joined by Henry Pryor, resident property expert. So, Henry, we've passed 250,000. That's quite a threshold because the stamp duty will go up. So is this going to have an impact on the housing market?
Well, it is somewhat ironic that here we are 12 months away from the next general election. The government have been demonstrably feeding the housing market over the last 12 months with various initiatives to make sure that it remains in robust health as we head towards that election. And yes, as you say, asking prices up 7% over the last year. Sale prices, the actual deal prices done, up nearly 5%, according to the Land Registry in a similar report today. And the taxman just on Friday confirming that in January, the number of houses sold in January was 30% higher than it was 12 months ago. So from that point of view, it looks like good news.
So what's the impact that schemes have had? We've had lots of government schemes. I mean, Help to Buy, for instance. I mean, what impact has that had?
Well, Help to Buy has been a huge stimulus, both to the building trade, people building houses, very much the aim of Help to Buy 1, which was launched in April of last year at the budget. That has made sure that construction sites have been demothballed and that house builders are out there building more homes. But the danger and the warning signs that the market is very much alive to are recent reports that we've seen that house builders have been selling perhaps as much as 20 or even 25% of their new homes to people who have taken up the offer of government assistance. Now, at some future date, that will be withdrawn. And when it is, unfortunately, there has to be the chance that house prices and the market as a whole will then fall back.
Going back to that 250,000 figure, that stamp duty now, it'll go up to 3% now for people who...
Correct. So we have this extraordinary situation where this slab-like tax, something that has provoked a considerable amount of debate within the industry, has now reached 250,000. So people buying a house for that sort of amount of money, which is a phenomenal amount, quarter of £250,000, will face a 3% tax.
But there are things in the offing. We've got the budget next month. I mean, what could trip up the housing market?
Well, it's not all good news, Ramzan. As you say, we've got in April the Mortgage Market Review kicking in. It's a rather bland title for some new rules and regulations that mortgage providers are going to have to adhere to. They're going to have to be responsible for borrowers being able to afford not just repayments today, but repayments when interest rates rise, as undoubtedly they will. And then in 12 months' time, overseas buyers of property, which have been somewhat in the news very controversially over the last 12 months, particularly in London and the South East, are going to face a capital gains tax of 23%. Now, that is expected to put something of a dampener on rampant house prices in the South East.
Henry, that's great advice. Thank you very much indeed.